Get ready, fuckers. Here we are.
We are on the YouTubes, right?
Yes, we are. I have some posts set up too. I'm just waiting for the feed to actually come up in front of me before I send them.
I can't wait for glory.
You and me both, dude. It looks good. It looks damn good.
Looks way better than
Yes,
anything.
there we are. We are live on YouTube. I love it when shit works. Okay, so I can put this up in Facebook now.
Don't forget to hit record.
I'm that's coming right after I tweet this.
Record.
As I'm getting ready to do the intro, I'm gonna hit record. I know, but thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for.
I'm a little more awake tonight than I've been in the last few weeks, but it's still much appreciated. Okay, that's done. It's tweeted. It's posted. There's nothing on the gram, but if somebody wants to, if not, meh.
What up, Peter?
Peter.
Peter.
What's happening, my
the
very
links to
British
certain
friend?
peoples.
So good to see you again.
Boop.
All right, that doesn't need to be open. I think I can close Messenger since you guys are here now. All right. It looks like we're ready to roll. I almost want to. I almost want to see. I'll just throw this out there because it's never been done. Grandma Wendy, would you like to do the intro tonight?
Not in particular, no, because I can't do it as well as Brucey.
Okay, I just wanted to see because it's never been done. I thought maybe we break some new ground. But all right, I guess we're up. Brucey, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to do it, so
I'm gonna have to practice it a few times.
It's not that hard.
Just wing it.
Let's see. Yes, please record. Gotta have a podcast, right? Share the shit.
Of course.
There we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, we're ready to go. Here we go. 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of older ages,
all
ages, welcome. Yes, welcome to a very pay-per-view edition orientated Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
A super preview show and more.
Yeah, a lot to preview. So here we go. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it started. Joining me, as always, is none other than the First Lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, Miss Latina Heat herself, Grandma Wendy.
Viva la raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we...
Yes, and I am also joined by none other than the producer, the soundboard extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of none, Dom.
Hey, damn, that's a cold-ass honky.
I am. What up, everyone?
Yeah. Me?
Him?
Me?
This motherfucker.
This mofo. I am sorry, I am not a as much of a Broadway talent as MJF, but I am the biggest MJF mark around, and I do wear the scarf.
And he's got a great voice. You should hear him sing.
And I am none other than the high class one himself, Bruce.
I am better than you.
Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
And he knows
yes, I do.
See?
Yeah, Holy hell.
We have got so much coming up. I mean, it as if like 5 pay-per-views in 6 weeks from WWE wasn't enough last month. Now all of a sudden we hit this week and everything is coming. We've had every regular show. We've got two shows this weekend. We've got Halloween Havoc next Wednesday. I figured we just take the time to break these pay-per-views down, make some picks, have some fun with it, answer questions from our live audience. I already see PETA and a couple others. How you doing? Hopefully we get more. I guess we should probably start with the first pay-per-view on the docket, on the calendar, and that would be Bound for Glory, TNA's next big show.
So looking forward to this show.
I was just about to say, if we had to do like scale of 1 to 10, where are you at on this show, like as far as excitement goes?
On it, like I haven't been excited for a TNA / Impact pay-per-view in a long time. I am actually looking forward to this.
Brucey's like, when's the last time Samoa Joe was in TNA? That time.
Yes. The first when Kurt Angle wrestled Samoa Joe for the TNA title. Yes. Then,
in your defense, that was good shit.
Yeah, it was.
Even the dog agreed.
Yeah, that was on banging table. She got. But no, I'm really looking forward to this show. The fact that we get EC3 on the card.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson. That gigantic 4-way tag that we talked about a couple weeks ago is happening.
Yeah. Even PETA is out here saying 10, I'm fucking at 10. Impact is a dark horse. Yes, it is. Don't sleep on it. I really do. Mm-hmm. I have fallen for Impact since Slammiversary. I thought maybe they'd have trouble recovering from the Tessa situation and COVID. They have not. They've just taken off since.
They replaced her with Jordan Grace.
Yeah, which I love. Because I probably love Jordan Grace.
She's far more
than Tessa.
She's far more professional. She's definitely far more professional, and I think she can better handle the weight of being in that position.
I wish I was underneath Wendy on the screen so I could be like this, all this,
all of this.
Here, sideways, this, all this. Yeah, I was gonna say I was excited for Slammiversary. I'm probably if not more, for Bound for Glory. If I had to put a number on it, I'd probably say like 7.5, 8 out of 10. like definitely the show I'm most looking forward to out of the 3. Yes. And we'll get those reasons later. But Grandma, the one, the only, the first lady, where is your excitement level for Bound for Glory here?
I think I'm about at like 11 to 12. Wow. I'm pretty high up there. I haven't really watched a whole lot of Impact lately, I'll be honest. The last Impact pay-per-view I watched was when Tessa fought Sammy for the title, and Jose and I watched that title while listening to Lady in Red, and it was like fantastically timed. She was wearing a red outfit, like her gear was in red. It was great, yeah. So we watched it while listening to that. So we put the TV on mute, put the song on a loop, and it was great because there was one part where he was kind of like holding her in this like rear chokehold, and they were kind of like cheek to cheek, and that's what the song was singing. That's the last time I saw an Impact pay-per-view. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I have a good feeling about this one. This one's going to be pretty fucking awesome, I think.
See, we are all technically Impact marks at this point. Like, we're all super excited. I've been catching up on Impact after the fact because I've been kind of busy Tuesday nights, but at least Jessica Havoc streams it on Twitch, so I can go back, like, watch the stream, catch up on the show, listen to what she had to say, especially during her own matches, which is kind of an interesting, it's interesting to see her critique her own work while it's happening. Like, as the match is going on, she's like, "Oh, I fucked up there." I'm like, what? Or damn, I'm good. It's like, that's a cool little perspective. So if you ever miss it, try to catch it on her Twitch. It's pretty cool. She's pretty fun to hang out with. But now that we got that out of the way, why don't we start in on the card and work our way down, do some picks, and give some analysis, if you will.
Okay.
If Grandma is ready for that. Uh-oh. Do you have the card, Grandma?
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I think my computer froze.
Oh, crap. Well, we can hear you,
Crap.
but you're not.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but your
Okay.
picture is frozen.
I see you guys right now. And I can't hear anything. I think it's frozen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let me
Dang it,
go out and come back.
Okay. Oh, you gotta love technology. All right, let me get the card up since Grandma's having some issues on her end. Hang on 1 second, folks. And here we go, matches. All right, we're not going to start there because that's a little bit much. Oh, why don't we start with a match that's been building on Impact that Brucey and I have talked about, paid close attention to, and that's Eddie Edwards taking on Ken Shamrock with Sami Callihan in his corner.
I get it. Whoa. Hey.
There she is.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I don't know why my. Cool.
Yeah, you're good now, homegirl.
Okay. Right. So what? Okay. Cool. What were we doing? We were going down. Bound for Glory matches.
Yeah,
correct?
while you were coming in, I had started out with Eddie Edwards versus Ken Shamrock, and Brucey was about to enlighten us with his take on it.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. We're good. Okay. Just making sure. Shamrock's too old.
Don't tell it to his body.
Him being a believable badass like he was back in the E is very hard for me. And I still don't quite understand the whole Sami playing into this, but it's gonna be a good match because we know about the Edwards and Callahan feud anyways that they had. So it's bound to go down in a good way.
True.
Eddie can go and he can carry a match. So
Eddie and Sami have probably had one of the most memorable feuds in recent Impact history.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he bashed him in the face with a bat, literally.
Stalked his wife, turned him psycho. Eventually got him into capri pants and Coolio hair. It really changed Eddie a lot.
Yeah.
It really broke him out of that American Wolves look and got him to where he is today, in essence. But I gotta be honest with the only thing I disagree with Brucey on is it's not hard for me to believe that Ken Shamrock is a badass. The man has been badass since I was in 9th grade, and he still looks the same, fights the same, acts the same. Only now he's got a madman like Sami Callihan lighting a fire under him and bringing that dark side out of him and bringing that real world's most dangerous man from WWE back out of Ken. And dude has just been lethal since he came back with Sami behind him. So I probably lean towards Shamrock in this one. I think he's going to make him tap. He's already fucked up Eddie's ankle pretty good, so it's not going to be that hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great match, though, either way. Because I don't think Eddie will have to carry him at all. Ken can still do it in a ring.
Okay.
All right, that leaves our happy-go-lucky grandma. Who you got in this one?
I'm putting my money on Shamrock. He has Callahan's corner, and Shamrock has gone into full-blown beast mode, in such an insane way. I think he definitely stands a better chance. And plus, have you seen that body? What? Oh, what? Ugh.
He's 80.
I froze again, didn't I?
He's as old as Flair.
No, you're good. He's not as old as Flair, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Hi, Kirby. And Pia is also taking Shamrock. and shouts out to Cadrian. He asks what's going on, and he says Edwards wins and Shamrock will turn on Callahan after.
That would be interesting.
And Wendy's feed turned on us. Damn it!
Son of a bitch.
Swerve, and I just cut the card off too. Like I gotta bring that.
God damn it.
Oh, okay, but it's going to be an interesting match. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's one of those things. It's one of those matches that could go either way. So I can't blame like guys like Brucey for picking him or Cadrian, but I got Ken. I can't help it.
Hey.
Yay, she's back again.
You're muted.
And you gotta
unmute. Sorry,
hey.
My internet's unstable and I don't know why. It's a piece of shit. I did unmute.
Yeah, you're good now.
You're good.
We got everything going on. Even our chat got disconnected for a minute. I had to play in the background. I don't know what's up with tonight. But all right, so we got Eddie versus Ken out of the way. Grandma, do you have the card?
Yeah, my internet.
Ah, crap. Let's yeah.
What are we on now?
Why don't we try this call your shot gauntlet match where basically the winner challenges for any championship match they choose. The competitors are, and a gauntlet match with TNA is like a battle royal until they get to the last two, and then it turns into a one-on-one match. The competitors are, and it's wild, AC Romero, Alicia Edwards, Cody Deaner, Brian Myers, Havoc, Heath, Supermex Hernandez, Larry Deaner, Rhino, Taya Valkyrie, Tennille Dashwood, Tommy Dreamer, and a mystery opponent.
I like it.
In the wrestling house?
It's like an intergender wrestling house battle royal where the winner can pick any title they choose to go after. I'm digging it.
With the added caveat that if Heath or Rhino win, then Heath gets a full-time contract with Impact. But if neither win, then Rhino is fired. Hernandez is the last entrant, while Rhino is the first entrant.
I was just about to say Hernandez did draw the last. I remember that part. I did not remember the Heath and Rhino part, and it did not say it on my screen. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. She's filling in my blanks. I like it. So out of these people, all these people
pretty much just gave away the entire match. If you really stop and think about it.
I was gonna say my money is on Heath because he's
I was thinking that earlier. Like either Heath or Rhino, either one.
They've been building towards him getting a deal and negotiating and throwing all these great vignettes out and making people laugh and you know he's even had some beef with Rhino during this. I think this is finally the payoff where he wins this gauntlet, and not only does he get a contract, he can choose to fight for any title on the planet. If the Knockouts tag team titles were still a thing, I would pick Havoc, but I'm going with Heath.
Yeah, it's the only logical. He's gonna do that, then he's gonna get a Impact World Title shot and probably win.
Right? I mean, Taya is definitely sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, just thought popped into my head.
Please.
Or it could be Rhino wins it, and then because they have been having some friction throughout this time, he wins it. Him and Heath are like, yeah, high fives, and Rhino's like, lol, JK, you thought, and then they start a rivalry.
Swerve Gore rivalry.
Exactly.
I could see that. And, you know, I think out of this field, Taya is kind of my dark horse because this will not be the first time that she's been in the ring with a man or people much bigger than her. See Lucha Underground and Brian Cage, if you don't believe me. So I know she can hold her own. I know she can get the job done. She'd be like my dark horse pick if I had to take anybody out.
I could see that.
Okay. It's going to be an interesting match. It's definitely going to be chaotic. I wonder if I want to say Supermax too, but at the same time, everybody that comes in last never wins.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Royal Rumble. Who picks number 30 and wins? It happened like one time in their entire existence, in like 30 some odd years, one time. And and that man was John Cena. Apple do. You know. Sorry. Let's see. PETA has said Rhino's going to cost Heath. That would be interesting. I would definitely dig that. Oh, and Kadrian says the surprise is rumored to be another former WWE superstar. Ooh, I wonder who it might be.
Go figure.
You know that Matt Cardona's not under contract anymore. I'm just saying.
No, he's not.
True.
He never was under contract. He was just on a date-by-date basis.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's no longer working with AEW. He's free to go wherever else. It could happen.
I think it's kind of stupid of them.
Brian Myers is already there. You know, maybe bring him in too.
They could have been onto something big with Ryder or Cardona. My bad.
I don't think they really gave him much of a chance. Honestly. Oh, is that Morgan?
No, that's the eldest child.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only saw the back of his head. I couldn't tell.
The eldest.
The eldest. My bad.
That is the.
And PETA
teenager.
And PETA thinks it might be Rowan.
That would not surprise me.
Agreed.
I wouldn't mind seeing Captain Redbeard show up either. I'm not gonna lie, PETA. That would be kind of cool. I would dig that.
Oh, what? Oh my God.
Brucey had a thought.
Oh my God.
He had a high class moment.
I just kind of put something together. Like, so got a beard, right?
Right.
Heath is a natural redhead. So this is like over the top, like total impact thinking. They're gonna put these two together, and Redbeard's gonna help Heath win, and they're gonna kick the shit out of Rhino.
And then they're gonna form a tag team called the Ginger Kids. No.
Yeah.
Well, that would be cool though. I wouldn't mind that either. Like minus the Ginger Kid part, because that's just fucking stupid. I don't know where I came up with that.
Can we rewind a little bit to the last entrant to win a Rumble? Undertaker in 07, Cena in 08, and Triple H in 16.
Okay, so 3 years in out of 30-some. My bad. I totally forgot it took Undertaker that long to win a Royal Rumble. I was like, wow.
Okay, we can fast forward again. Sorry, that was going to bother me. And I was like, I need to look it up.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. So anyway, let's move on to the next match. All right, let's do it, because I know Brucey's going to want to talk about it. EC3 versus Moose.
EC3 for the win. He's going to take the belt and bury it, and it'll never come back. And he's on to ROH.
Oh, so you think this is like EC3's farewell to Impact? Almost a TNA.
This is EC3 retiring the TNA title, like retiring it, taking it, burning it, whatever he's going to do in a vignette with it, and then go do his thing in ROH.
Okay.
And hopefully after his run in ROH is over for a couple months, there's another place with 3 letters I'd like to see him.
Another place with 3 letters. Oh, back in WWE, of course. No, I'm kidding.
Where else?
Back to the storage closet.
I really think you guys all know that wasn't the 3 letters.
No, I know. I know. You mean MLW. My bad.
Okay. Got jokes.
Okay.
Okay, so PETA is picking EC3 as well, and he's saying, "Oh, NWA, right, Brucey? I'd love to see him."
Motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
We know what you mean, man. We know. I'm gonna let Grandma Wendy have this one, because I feel like I cut in on her on that last one, and I have guilt. So, Grandma,
no, not even like my internet's been acting up, so we'll blame the internet. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. It's Carol fucking Baskins. It's always her fault.
Yep, it is her fault.
Always.
Fucking bitch.
Right. I want to give it to EC3. I want to see what he does with it and where he goes afterwards.
Yeah. I'm definitely.
By does with it, I don't mean like defend it against the next person. I want to see, like, is he gonna do the Medusa Lunder Blaze, toss it in a trash can? Is he gonna like throw it over a bridge? Is he gonna just burn a bitch? I don't know. I want to see what he does with it.
I think he's gonna burn it. I think he's gonna throw it in the trash can like he did with his action figure and stuff like that.
Okay, I also take EC3, and I think he's gonna do something like how the hardcore title was created. Take the TNA title, throw it down, and just start hitting it with like a hammer or a sledgehammer or something, and bust it into pieces. And eventually, somebody is going to come back with that belt and claim it as the Impact Hardcore title, and that man will probably be Moose because it's the only way he'll ever win a title. There, I fucking said it.
Can't stand that guy. I hate.
No love for Moose. No love for Moose.
He's gonna go dig up his own championship and defend it just to become a champion. And
no love for Moose. I never have. I didn't even like him in ROH. Like, no. C3's gonna stomp a mud hole in him.
Moose has definitely grown on me a lot, and he's definitely come a long way with his promos, and he's gotten into better shape. But I just, it's hard to take you as a title contender when you grab your own title from somewhere and say, "This is mine now," and start defending it. So,
well, I mean, modern problems call for modern solutions, and his modern problem is he's not winning a title, so he's got to take a title. That's his modern solution.
He's not hitting that title pay window.
He did the Booker T with the Legends title, but he did it with a TNA title.
And you remember that Legends title went on to become like 19 other titles. It was like the TV title, the Top of the Mountain title, or the King of the Mountain title, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And then it was something else. It was some other title. It just kept changing names, but it was the same belt that Booker T brought in Main Event Mafia. And it lasted for like 5 years, had like 10, 20 names, and then it just disappeared. It was weird. Yeah. It was quite weird. So you think you would have changed you would have changed that championship just once? Nope. Not at all. No. Just keep changing the name.
Why? They couldn't afford it.
Facts. Absolute facts.
Booker T probably bought that with his own money and was like, "Look, I'll loan this to you guys, but when I want it back,
and Dixie was not spending money on shit, so she was like, just change the name, y'all." Dixie Carter, the original Carol Baskin.
Right.
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? No inner monologue. My bad, guys.
I don't know, man. There's no one like Carol Baskin. Dixie Carter didn't kill her husband, so there's that.
God, Wendy's having trouble with her internet. We're having trouble with our chat. I'm sorry, guys, if we're not getting your comments. But Peter laughed his ass off at the whole thing.
There was one question. We'll have to circle back to it, but it was a good one.
I know I saw the question, but now that I'm back looking for it, it keeps saying the chat was disconnected. The chat was disconnected. There's a lot.
The women's tag. Are we thinking about the same one?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see. Where is it? Why do Impact? Huh?
PETA has said Sammy is hacking us right now. That would suck.
So the question was, why do Impact or WWE have female tag teams? Because one doesn't have tag titles and one doesn't give a fuck, I'll say it, about women's tag teams.
Thank you for saying it. I honestly, I don't know. WWE is splitting up every tag team, male, women, you name it. Even go back to Monday on Raw, and you got rid of the Iconics, but you put Peyton Royce together with fucking Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans? In what world does this make sense?
Exactly.
Put her back with her BFF, Billie Kay. Do not take them away.
The Iconics were one of the most well-known and over tag teams in that division.
Were iconic.
They were iconic. And now they are split. But sticking Lacey Evans with Peyton Royce is somehow better.
Oh, you know it would be an awesome team? Britt Baker and the Iconics.
Yes.
With Reba.
With Reba backing them too.
That would be a great stable.
Being accompanied by Reba.
Just imagining it made me so happy right now.
The iconic role models.
It would be
the iconic role models.
The iconic role models.
I live for this. Oh my God.
Can we get them in AEW? I know Sean Spears has some pull with one. Can we,
Yes, please. Oh my God. Girls, request your release.
Please.
Make your way over there.
Watch
It'll be better.
It's a great idea. And as far as Impact goes, they need Knockouts tag team titles. They have some women's tag teams already. They have Havoc and Nevaeh, who are a tremendous tag team. They've put together some other female tag teams on their own, like Kira and Tasha Steeles, who are very good together. They need tag team champions, and more importantly, since we're on Impact, and I've said this before, I'm going to keep saying it. They need to be recognized by PWI. If you're going to put their wrestlers in your list, you have to recognize their championships. End of story. Most of them are all about 15 or so years old at this point. Yeah. Recognize.
Do it.
Get over yourself, PWI. If you're going to put them in, then go all the way. It's like they were doing MLW's top 10 rankings for the longest time, and they don't recognize MLW. It's like, then why are you doing their rankings?
All right, shall we get back to this? Shall we get back to this card?
Sorry, quick rant.
We derailed.
Quick rant. My bad. But the question got me thinking. Back to the card. Let's see what we got.
Sorry.
Oh, we also
beer and beef jerky. Terrible combination, boys.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I know. Excuse me.
Oh,
there it is.
That was chicken, beer, and some Coke just now. So anyway, we have another intergender match at Bound for Glory. It's the 6-way scramble for the X Division title, and it pits Rohit Raju defending against Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, TJP, Trey Miguel, and Willie Mack.
I would love to see TJP win, but it's going to be Jordan.
Oh, yeah. If it's not Jordan, I'm fucking rioting. I will make my way to Impact Studios and just kick chairs over and throw shit around.
My question was going to be from there, who's going to win and why is it Jordan Grace?
Because duh.
So Thick Mama Pump all the way. She should have been X Division champion when she beat Rohit a couple weeks ago. I'm hoping she gets the win in this one. Like all the intergender matches, I'm pulling for the women. I really am. I want to see a woman win them all. I really do. Like if Ty ends up throwing Heath over the top rope, yes, and the feelings right.
If all the women win, then we have to start the show with that song.
We really do. We'll get it pulled, but we really do.
We really do. We'll just kind of like have just us singing it and just like the instrumentals beneath it. That's it. That's going to be the song.
All right, let's see. Looking in our chat, which is finally back and went away again. Thank you. We love you, YouTube. We really do. Cadrian says Jordan Grace, of course. Stu. We've been missing this guy. He's been in the Facebook jail. We've been missing him. Stu.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Two things. Damn the man. Free Stu. There.
Damn the man.
Free Stu. He picks Willie Mack. Kevin wants TJP. Okay. There are a lot of good, if not great,
it's gonna be a good one, definitely.
It's going to be amazing. I love Willie Mack. I love TJP. I adore Thick Mama Pump.
Of course.
Chris
Don't
Bay,
be
I'm
surprised
like,
if that match kicks the show off.
That would be a great start to it, though.
If it does, it's going to be a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
Because that's like one of those match of the night candidates right there. Just from all the calamity that could ensue.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fantastic.
But I'm definitely sticking with Thick Mama Pump. I want her to win something desperately. It's nice that she has the opportunity, and it would be even nicer if they go all the way with this like they did with Tessa.
Like I said, I think she could definitely carry the weight of that position of being some sort of champion through intergender matches and have to be the face of the company like that. Yeah. She could definitely more maturely carry that.
Yeah. And not only that, like look at Thick Mama Pump. She's more believable in a ring with a guy than even Tessa Blanchard because she's got that size and that strength to go with that ass.
Strength, man.
Did I say that? I'm so sorry. Whew. She's
sickness is my sickness.
and I am infected. I tested positive for thickness. I regret to inform you guys. I have thickness. My bad.
No regrets.
Right.
There's
no treatment anyway, so that's where we're at.
You got no regrets.
No regrets, baby. Right here on my neck.
Next match in the lineup. Which is
All right, let's see. The next match. How about the Fatal 4-Way for the tag team titles that we talked about?
We talked about this already.
Well, we talked about it, but we didn't pick it. We got the Guns taking on the Good Brothers, taking on the North, who are taking on Ace Austin and Madman Fulton for the Impact Tag Team titles. Guns are the defending champions. Brucey, who do you have in this one?
I actually thought when we talked about this not that long ago, I actually thought Austin and Fulton were going to have no chance. And then I think the next day on Twitter, Dom, we both pointed out that they had won tag team titles in another company.
Yep.
So, like, okay, they are really not just doing this in Impact. So,
and this is one of those wild matches where anything could happen. Like, they don't even have to pin the Guns to win this.
I see I see future Endeavored employees that work there having a huge night this Saturday. I see Guns and Gallows winning.
Okay. Yeah, PETA agrees with you. He wants Gallows. He wants Guns and Gallows. Oh, Brian's in the chat. Hey, Brian, what's going on, man?
Brian,
we love you, dude. Grandma Wendy, who do you got in this one?
I'm torn. Either Motor City retains or Austin and Fulton win to add to their gold and just call themselves two belts and all that stuff.
Okay.
That's the route I want to go with it.
Okay.
But like I've said before, I'm not a fan of these types of tag matches. They get very messy very fast. But I'll give this one a pass because I do kind of want to see who wins it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
When it's for titles, I'll give it a little bit of a pass.
I would love to. There's so many ways this could play out, and most of the ways I'm okay with it. Like, I'd love to see the Guns retain. I'd love to see the Good Brothers get it. But considering who they are and what they've done for that company, I'm picking the North. I think they're going to somehow continue this rivalry with the Motor City Machine Guns that they started at Slammiversary when they took their belts. I think this is their opportunity to take it back, leading to another pay-per-view down the line where these two clash. Kind of like a new version of the Machine Guns and Beer Money back in the day, where they just went back and forth for a while and had some epic matches. And the North is that kind of team that could do that. I know Guns and Gallows are great, but they just got there. They're still building their way up. Fulton and Ace are a great young team. They have won titles in other places, but I think they might still be a little bit over their head. And the Guns are the ones everybody's gunning for. No pun intended, but there it is. So I think the North find a way to get their titles back and continue down the line with the Motor City Machine Guns, which would not make me mad at all, because if you saw that match at Slammiversary, it was fucking amazing. So give me that again, and I'll be a happy guy.
I can get with that.
Even Kevin says the North, and so does Cadrian. Okay.
I gotta find the video that I watched on YouTube. It was like a month or so ago, and they were saying that the North was going to be leaving Impact soon.
Dude, they've been saying that forever. They've been saying that since pre-COVID, and there they are, just being the North.
Well, no, they're actual. It's not like, hey, I'm leaving mid-contract, like their contracts.
No, I hear you, but at the same time, those sheets you got to take with a grain of salt at some point, most of the time. Because remember, the North were supposed to be fighting FTR last month, and when that happened,
That doesn't mean
who I trust with news like that? I trust. Oh, what is it? Oh my God! Now I can't remember. Oh my God!
And you were so confident about it.
I was too. God damn it!
You know who I trust? I trust. Fuck.
I don't remember.
Okay, we can come back.
What culture is who I trust?
There it is. Light bulb.
Wrestling Inc. Sometimes they haven't always led me astray, but
yeah, what culture is usually pretty good too. I'll give you that. Let's
definitely
see.
not Ringside News.
Chris is asking us, do any of us see a breakout match or performance at Bound for Glory? And he also thinks either Motor City Machine Guns or the North will win. Breakout performance. I'm picking all these people to win. None of them are really, I don't know about win, but I think you might get a breakout performance from Ace and Madman as a tag team to really solidify their position. You're definitely gonna see you're probably gonna see Chris Bay put on a goddamn show in that 6-way scramble. I don't think he'll win, but it could be one of those breakout moments for him because he's kind of been on the fringe in Impact and got his X Division title, got played by Rohit, but this might be one of those, oh, it's a great effort and a loss, but it's like a breakout performance from there.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping, we haven't discussed it yet, but Kylie Ray, I'm hoping she has like an outstanding match
in a losing effort. Anyway,
I'm
sorry, we're jumping the gun.
I never said a win. I just said an outstanding match.
Okay, so let's go to that one next. We got the Impact Knockouts title. We got Deonna Purrazzo defending against Smiley Kylie. And since she already brought it up, I'm just gonna let Wendy do it. Who you got in this one now?
I'm pretty sure Deonna's gonna keep it. She's definitely retaining. Kylie's not taking anything, but it will be a good match.
Yeah, it's hard. Going back to your question, it's hard to see like the Virtuosa have a breakout performance, especially after those matches with Jordynne Grace, including the Iron Woman, which was if her winning the title wasn't a breakout performance at Slammiversary, that Iron Woman rematch was definitely a breakout performance. So I can't see her really topping. I think Wendy might be Smiley Kylie, but it's probably going to be a losing effort because I'm going with the Virtuosa.
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
Just got a long-term deal, so
she's not winning, but she's definitely going to put like all of her oomph into it.
Oh, definitely, she's going to give you all the smiles for miles, but she's still going to lose. She's still
smiles for miles. Shut the fuck up.
But like I said, Deonna just got a long-term contract with Impact. She was kind of on one of those like Matt Cardona deals, like week-to-week appearance fee kind of things, and Impact just actually gave her a contract. There was no hashtag campaign. Nobody really noticed, but I saw a report like last Monday saying she got it. So now that she's with them and locked in, I don't see her losing that title yet.
No, definitely not.
What about you, Bruce?
Britt Baker for the win.
Yes.
I'm gonna start calling him the AEW Mark.
No.
Because every time somebody's out there, AEW.
No, not everybody.
It is everybody. Marty Scurll, Brian Cage, Matt Cardona, FTR.
But look, those are guys that you would
Alex Hammerstone,
now about Marty,
even if he signed with MLW, Richard Holiday, same thing. Brian Pillman Jr., AEW.
Actually, Pillman's been in AEW.
I know, because MLW is not back yet. Well, they're coming back, but they're not back
yet.
Yet. I can't wait, by the way.
No, I don't know. I see Purrazzo winning.
Okay, I'll make another bold prediction. The Pope is going to show up and take this title and be a double champ. He's going to be NWA television title champion. Congratulations, Pope, and Impact Knockouts champion at the same time.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
Because he's pimptastic. They'll let him.
Okay with that.
They'll let him. They don't want to feel that hand. They ain't trying to do that. You're like, I can't control it. Give me the belt. Here you go. But no, seriously, congratulations, Pope. I had to throw that in there because I love that dude. And I saw his match on Primetime. I had to go back and watch and saw him beat Zicky Dice, and I wasn't even mad because damn it was a great match. And he looked good in the ring, and I haven't seen him in a few years. So congratulations. Moving on to the main event. The Impact World Title. Eric Young defending against a very injured Rich Swann.
I don't get this. No, I do. Get it.
I don't get it.
I do get it. It's going to be
it.
one of those moments where he's going to have the boot on, and then he's going to come down to the ring, and all of a sudden he's going to drop kick him and throw the boot off, and he's gonna be fine. Oh my God.
I was gonna say, let me give it to you in AEW terms. Think Moxley and Jericho, where it looked like Moxley only had one eye, but by the end of the match, he ripped the patch off, and you can see That's going to be Rich Swann and Eric Young.
I personally am not a big fan of Rich Swann, so I'm hoping Eric Young just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah,
and retains his title.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Rich either, but I got to admit the promos he's been cutting and the psychology behind. There's a lot of passion involved, a lot of drama. He's definitely built it up nicely, and it's going to be a decent match. But Eric Young's going to win. He better. He's so good with them right now. So good with that belt. He's getting the multiple personalities back, and he's just unhinged and taking everybody out. Like, took out Eddie, took out Rich, took out this guy, took out that. Everybody in his path, he's like destroying. I'm loving it. I think this is the Eric Young that we all wanted or we all needed and didn't even know. So go EY. Fuck. Retain that title. I'm cool with that.
I'm with you on it. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that happens to be the entire Bound for Glory pay-per-view, which again looks amazing. I'm excited for Saturday. I'm hoping I have enough money to actually buy the show. But if not, I'll find a way to catch up on it or do something. I don't know, but I'm hoping I do. Let's see. Oh, and before we move on, we had another question. If we all think Deanna is going to retain the Knockouts title, who do we see knocking her off? Can we say Thick Mama Two Belts?
No.
Nah. She's had two opportunities. Or no. She lost it to her and then lost a rematch. So I don't see that. I think I'm
Velvet Sky, of course.
I can't even. I can't even. I think I'm honestly. I think I'm torn between two people, and that's Tennille Dashwood and Taya Valkyrie. I think she could have an amazing match with both, especially Taya. I think those are probably the only two. Like maybe if they give Havoc a shot, she could take her out.
That's who I was thinking. If given either the shot. Taya or Havoc is who I was thinking.
Okay. And I don't
Rosemary,
know if it's
too.
I was just about to say, I don't know if it's at the pay-per-view. It might be at the following Impact after the pay-per-view. We will get to see a demon wedding as Rosemary marries Johnny Bravo and Father James Mitchell will return from the undead realm. There's nothing more chaotic and dramatic and hilarious than a wrestling wedding. As much as we hated that Lana Lashley storyline, that wedding
that shit was funny. She like kissed the black right off him.
Right?
Yeah, it all smeared on her.
She kissed those painted in eyebrows right off.
Oh, bro. Like, God. Right off. Miro peeking from under the cake. I was like, bro, not yet. Oh my God.
Liv saying she's a lesbian. Just
that was the most like Jared.
I mean, say what you want about wrestling, but those weddings, man, they are
top notch.
Crazy Steve's gonna come out.
People get bit by cobras. People say they're lesbians. People lose their.
Is it safe to say that the only non-insane wedding has been Macho Man and Elizabeth?
Yes, the wedding reception. That was the bad thing.
Yes, but the wedding itself, I remember we had it on VHS when I was a kid, but like the wedding itself was just absolutely like a fucking dream and everything. And the sad thing that like their IRL life was just falling apart.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like even as a kid, I was like,
but at the same time,
as an adult, I'm like,
at the same time, they were such an institution in professional wrestling at that point that if you would have fucked with that wedding, there might have been a riot from the crowd.
They would have, yeah.
So that was the one that they were like, we cannot mess with this. Just let it go off. Just let it happen. Everybody needs to see this. They all need to cry. They need to have that moment. They need to hear the music, the whole nine. Just play the graduation music. No.
When was their wedding?
Oh God.
I'm looking it up right now, quite literally.
It was like 93?
Yeah, August 26, 1991.
91.
It aired on SummerSlam. I was 5.
Fuck. Sorry, Eagles game. Fucking Carson Wentz. Why the fuck would you throw that ball?
Oh, that's right. You're watching the game. I forgot about that.
A boot.
A boot.
I wish I
Getting
had
your
forgot.
Canadian on.
I wish
A
I had
boot?
forgot a boot
so
this
sorry.
game because it's distracting me and pissing me off at the same time.
Still ahead though. So.
Anywho, let's see. We got any more? Yeah, even Peter say Dashwood or Sue Young. Isn't she still Susie though? I don't know. She's been kind of tripping, like going into Susie, like being Susie, and then going back to Sue Young, and then snapping out of it. Oh God, which Peter wants to know which wedding will be better, the Demon wedding in Impact or the wedding between Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, with Miro as the best man, by the way.
I don't know. I'd have
I
to
don't
wait.
see that
I'd
one
have
being
to-
interrupted though. I can see like the Impact one being wild as fuck, but AEW,
I agree with Grandma. Impacts is going to be better because it's going to be wild. I think AEW's will kind of go off a little bit smoother, unless somehow like Jelly comes running down and says, "Come back to me," you know, that kind of thing. Like that'd be bad. But
the thing about it, if AEW does it without a hitch, it's going to be something that no one's seen since Macho and Elizabeth.
True.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be like, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, no one jumped out of a cake. There was no lesbian. There was no nothing at this wedding.
No cobras? What the fuck?
You know?
No drug-induced forced Las Vegas weddings.
Yes.
Right?
Triple H and Stephanie looking at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way,
Matt,
I guess.
Do you think Hunter shows his kids that segment when they ask how they got married?
Oh hell no!
He would show his kids that segment, dude. That would be.
Wait,
so
does he have daughters? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do that.
he has two girls. Yeah, because Stephanie has two girls and Shane has two boys.
Could you just see his daughters going, I can't wait to get drunk and pass out in somebody's car so they can bring me to a chapel? No. Please no. That's why you don't show that. If you got sons, you'd be like, yeah, this is how it happened. But if you got daughters, you may not want to do that because then they might think.
Even if you have sons, you should not be showing them that. You should not show any child that, period.
A little more acceptable. But
no, not at all.
It's like showing your children
just
us.
Asking.
It's like showing your children our show. You probably shouldn't do it, but we're not going to really debate or argue or condone or condemn you if you do.
Here we go. What was worse, that wedding or the Lita Kane forced wedding?
Lita Kane.
Because both of them were pretty bad.
They were all the hand. That wasn't a wedding though.
But no, didn't they get married though?
No.
They had that hand straight out of wedlock, homie.
Yeah.
That was a bastard hand, is what that was.
That was a living in sin hand.
I still don't understand why it was just a hand.
I don't either. No one ever will.
Well, things get stuck in strange places, Bruce.
And since we're on WWE now, I think this would be a good time to transition.
Good segue
into Hell in a Cell. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're falling into the hole again.
I'll give you the same question. We're going to try to get out of this rabbit hole as quickly as possible. I'll give you the same question I gave you for Bound for Glory. Level of 1 to 10, your excitement. Wendy.
Like, what's the lowest negative number I can go? Like, how far into the negative? Because
you could say whatever, negative infinity if you'd like. I don't really give a.
Legitimately forgotten about this until we talked about it in the group chat, and you were like, "Oh fuck," and I was like, "Oh yeah." Crap.
Yeah, Bruce had
I was all stoked about Bound for Glory, and he's
Bruce
like,
had brought up like,
hell
yeah, like Bound for Glory is coming this Saturday. And I was like, wait a minute, Hell in a Cell is this Sunday.
Yeah, and I was like,
Hell in a Cell?
Are we
do that?
Are we at least hoping that the matches don't end in like no contest? Is it too soon to say that? Because
I have
never forget the Fiend and the SmackDown savior now, because he's not the Monday Night Messiah anymore. He's the savior of SmackDown. Seth Rollins. And there are no contest in a Hell in a Cell that changed history for the worst.
Makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense.
I'll be honest. They did add a match that I'm looking forward to. The rest of it is pretty much recycled, and I think there's only 4 or 5 matches to be honest. So my level
4 named matches.
4 named, and of course they're going to bring up a bunch of stuff before the show and a bunch of stuff on kickoff, all that. But from what I'm looking at, from what I'm seeing, from what I've already seen, my level of excitement is sitting at maybe a 3. Like I'm not totally against it.
That's generous.
I've always liked Hell in a Cell up until last time with the no contest, but outside of that, like okay, yeah, we got Randy and Drew again. We've got Roman and Jay again, but now it's I quit, because he didn't beat his ass, horribly the first time. So let's let it happen again. But like outside of the stipulations and maybe like one match they added on Raw, I'm like meh, and I'm at a 3 at best. How about you, High Class? Where are you at?
Uno.
Not even evil Uno, just Uno.
No, just one.
Uno.
Like I'm not even like remotely. I'm like Wendy. It wasn't even dawning on me that Hell in a Cell was happening.
It wasn't even on my radar.
Me either.
So PETA, what we talked about Bound for Glory, he said he was at a 10 and he repeated it. He just Billy bobbed as a 10, a fucking 10. Okay, so I just brought up Hell in a Cell and I asked this question, and PETA was nice enough to say -10, -10, repeatedly in our group. So you can kind of tell that it's not just us who are sitting here like meh. Just sounded like some kind of weird drunk Billy Goat, just meh.
I've become a big 4 WWE person.
Yeah, even
I watched the big 4 pay-per-views and that's it.
Everybody, yeah, big 4. Yeah.
Devin's here in our chat. Hey, Devin, what's up? Everybody listen
what up,
to
Devin?
Street Radio. Devin is the co-host. We love this guy. We go back and forth with him on social media. We've had him on the show. We will have him again. Good to see you, homie. So I guess we should let's get into a match that actually isn't recycled, because this was just added on Raw. Jeff Hardy taking on Elias.
But why?
Well, Elias hit him at the draft with the guitar because he blames Jeff Hardy for that car accident. Jeff responded by attacking him after Elias's actual concert on Monday night, which was good, and he's got a new album coming Monday, and screamed it from at the top of his lungs, "I didn't hit you with that goddamn car." So now they're having a match at Hell in a Cell. This goes all the way back to SmackDown, all the way back to the pre-bar fight with Sheamus when he fled the scene supposedly, and Elias was injured in that car wreck.
Yeah.
Ambulance, and then the whole thing played out with Sheamus. They're going all the way back to that to give you this.
That's a lot of retroactive.
It is. But Elias has also been injured, and that's how they wrote him off TV. He just came back, hit Jeff with the guitar, got drafted to Raw. Then Jeff got drafted to Raw, and now
conveniently
this is all taking place. So this is got to be a new rivalry because of the draft, if you want to look at it that way.
I see them trying to make a new tag team like they did with Sheamus and Cesaro with Elias and Jeff. They're going to battle, and they're going to be like this great musicians tag team.
Yeah, Jeff did lay down an impressive...
Where music is there.
Jeff did lay down an impressive guitar riff before he turned around and like pulled off a hood and a mask and exposed that it was him. He was holding Elias's guitar, would give it back for the encore. That was kind of dope, but I could see that too. But who do we have in this match?
I hope fucking Elias wins.
I do too.
Yeah, same.
I was telling everybody, Brucey, during the smack. I think it was during the live coverage of the Raw draft that you and I have been like Elias marks from the jump. Like every time he says, "What does WWE stand for?" Brucey and I are just screaming, "Walk with Elias!" I want Elias to win. It's nothing against Jeff Hardy, but Elias needs that moment, that push. It was so nice to see him actually do 2 of his own songs from top to bottom without being interrupted. That in itself says they're pushing this guy. Either that or they want to sell his album, or both.
No, that was just their way of wasting 6 minutes of 3 hours worth of TV.
Okay, true too. But he's also got the album coming out on Monday, and I'm sure WWE is backing this, so they want to get some sales on that album. So they're like, go out and play some shit, have some fun.
I have a question. Since we're on the topic of Elias, are we gonna real quick derail for a moment and talk about what the fuck was that MJF Chris Jericho musical?
Oh, we're gonna talk about we're saving that best for last because I had a poll.
Okay,
we're gonna talk about. We got to get through all this shit first.
We'll get back to putting a pin, circling back.
Put a pin.
I have thoughts and feelings,
Okay.
not good ones, but they're there.
Go for it. We love thoughts and feelings, no matter what they are.
You gonna drive up here and take it out on me, Brucey? You gonna do that 12-hour drive? All right. Yeah. I'll be waiting.
I'm closer, Brucey. Just let me know behind the scenes. Like just. Oh, okay. I got you.
Wow, Dom. Wow, it's like that, huh?
Oh, you know I'm playing. Go ahead.
All right. So where are we at?
I'll come rolling up
Elias
like this, so you don't know who I am.
Yeah, nobody would ever be able to notice that.
Okay. What's that Burberry scarf doing here? Who could that be?
I don't know.
Some rando.
Some rando.
Some high-class rando in my yard.
All right.
Bring the train back.
Yeah, thoughts, feelings. Go for it. Let it out.
Okay.
All right.
This is a safe space.
We're putting a pin in that and circling back. So let's continue with.
What's the
Hell
other
in a
matches on Hell in a Cell?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't see it now, but I did see it earlier that the Fiend will be fighting T-Bar at Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, I saw something about that.
The Fiend's gonna win.
I did love the way he fucked with Retribution. It was tremendous. Like they tried to corner him and Alexa in the middle of the ring, and they just stood there.
Can I just point out how fucking creepy that still shot was with the way he was holding his hand and like Alexa was holding his like
yeah.
It was like
I loved it. I loved everything.
I don't know
about
what
it.
was creepy. I don't know what was creepier, the two of them in the ring or the two of them in the fun house together. All of it was ultimately creepy.
All of it.
And I'm loving it. They are like amazing. They're an amazing couple. They're like turning into a power couple of wrestling. But when Retribution had their 8-man tag against the Hurt Business, and I think I can't remember who, but somebody fell off the apron, and the lights went out. And when they came back up, the Fiend was standing on the apron between Ali and one of the Slapnuts. Maybe it was Slapjack or Slapnuts. I don't remember. But he was standing in Retribution's corner and just started laying them out one by one, all the way till it looked like T-Bar was going to get him. And just, nope, countered Sister Abigail. Deuces, I'm out. So that led to this supposed match. Yeah, that guy. No, I mean T-Bar. As in,
I had a thought, you guys.
That shot of a woman when her pants come down, and you see the thong or the G-string and a couple of cheeks. That's a T-bar, also known as Dijakovic. Also known as whale tail. But back in the 90s, it was a T-bar. Ask Eric Bishop.
I think the IPA has the gears going, but
IPA? You mean the IPA?
I like to call it IPA. Here's a thought. Do you guys think there's going to be a whole rivalry between Retribution and the Fiend, and like not slowly, but one by one he'll be taking them out. But as he takes them out, he also takes them in, so to speak.
He changes them.
He changes them, and then they kind of like turn to him and away from Ali, and then he just kind of like takes them all.
Is that how we get rid of Retribution? He changes them back into their former selves. Like we get Dijakovic back, we get Shane Thorne, we get Dio Madden, and no more T-Bar and Mace and Slapnuts.
We get Mia Yim.
We get Mia Yim, who needed to be on a Raw roster and never has been, but she is now. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry.
HBIC is like.
I'd rather it be the HBIC. Like that
so much better.
That was so much better. Yes, that was. I've got the Fiend in this one. If it happens, I know they pulled it off this card and they had it on earlier. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm taking the Fiend.
Real quick. I the Fiend too. So what if the longer Alexa is with Bray and the Fiend, the more she starts to separate, and there's a theme, like she actually gets a mask like Bray.
And then it's Bray and Alexa and the Fiend and Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
That's what they've been teasing us with for years.
Yeah.
They've been teasing, but they ain't been pleasing until finally.
Right.
But
Finally,
she
we
gets
get
a
to bust that proverbial wrestling nut. That'll be
I
great.
like it.
After
I
all
like
these
this.
years of like blue and red balls on Raw and SmackDown, we finally get to do it.
Yeah.
No, I would enjoy. I enjoy the hell
Agreed.
out of that. And the other thing that I enjoyed with Retribution, now that I'm thinking about, was the fact that Ali actually tied the hacker storyline and admitted he was the SmackDown hacker all these months later, and that's how he ended up, getting this faction together and showing people the truth and having these followers come in and change their names and their likenesses. That made it much cooler. That's what I was looking for. So at least WWE listens every now and then.
Once in a while.
Okay, on to
Peter did say, I hope they don't do a romance between Bray and Alexa. I don't think they will.
I don't know if they will. I don't think they really will.
I think it's more of a partnership and
yes.
Yeah.
It's more of like partners in horror. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a macabre merger. That's the best I got.
And I like it.
All right, so something that's happening for the first time, even though it's been built for like a year now. The SmackDown Women's Championship will be defended as Bayley finally takes on Sasha. Does Sasha stand a chance in this?
Yes.
Oh, Bruce is picking her.
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Excuse me, my dude.
Wow. Yes. Okay. No, that's balls grande. I like that high class. I really do. He's not afraid to go bold.
I'm gonna disagree and say Bayley retains.
Okay.
It's a Hell in a Cell. They're gonna be allowed to get real dirty and nasty, and I think Bayley's really gonna bring it. So I'm gonna have to go.
Remember who has the experience in the Hell in a Cell.
I was just about you ripped that right out of my head.
True.
Out of the two, and I know. Like we could also say Randy Orton has all the experience in Hell in a Cell as well, but does that give him the advantage? But in this case, Sasha has been in a Hell in a Cell match. Bayley has not. I am so tired of Karen's run, I could almost puke. So for that fact alone, I'm going to go with Sasha. I want the boss to win. It's the lesser of two evils. Give me something. And maybe, just maybe, at like Survivor Series, she could actually defend this title against Bayley, and then we would make even more history.
I've lost the headphones.
Like just all kinds of new shit. Like another woman in a Hell in a Cell match. Sasha Banks defending a singles championship. Never happened. Maybe it'll happen. That would definitely kind of spice things up a little bit, be a little different. I'd be into that shit. So give me the boss. Let's see. What do we have here?
So we have the classic Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
The classic. That's a nice way to put that, by the way. The classic. I was gonna say the played out, the overdone, the recycled, the dull.
Yup.
And amazingly, we don't have the fake Randy Orton in the chat tonight, so we must have scared him off last week. Fuck it. I told you, Randy. Just Cerro Miedo,
Wow.
I'm just gonna make it short, sweet. Drew's gonna win this one too.
Yeah.
He's gonna cement this title run, this legacy that he's building by taking out Randy in Hell in a Cell. Because I know he's beaten him twice, but he's beaten him under some circumstance. Quick roll up, Legends interference. He has not beaten Randy technically one-on-one the way he says he wants to, as in kicking his head off and walking out with a definitive win. He gets it here. He shuts Randy up. He moves the fuck on to somebody else. Finally. And everyone will be happy.
What do you think would be next? I want it to be Keith Lee. That would be. They've had some good matches so far.
I would like it to be Keith Lee. I wouldn't mind seeing The Fiend. I think they could have a great match together. And Drew has laid out some pretty unbeatable people as far as Brock and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
He would be on that Bray level. So it would definitely be one of those big time clashes.
Going to be AJ and his.
I know it's
giant
ninja. His giant ninja.
His jolly bouncer, that just huge motherfucker. Like he was a ninja, then he was a bouncer, now he's a bodyguard. Next week he's gonna be a sheriff, and then a fireman, and we're just gonna run through all the village people, and then we'll get a name, and maybe he'll be in some tights. I don't know, but stay tuned.
We'll see.
AJ does not need a heater like that. Like that
No,
doesn't.
but did you see the part in the Raw match where Matt Riddle rolled outside of the ring and he was standing there with the bodyguard and the
Yes.
bodyguard balled up his fist and Matt Riddle ran like a stone little bitch, just
like a bitch ass.
you could hear like the road runner just he was Stony Gonzalez, man, just
Oh Lord! All right, let's close out Hell in the Cell. Last match of the night. Another classic: Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Jey Uso in an I Quit Hell in the Cell match.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why we keep rehashing this match.
I refuse to answer the question.
Because he wants to be the head of the family.
Yes.
Five.
I straight up could think of so many things to do with this story and where they're going with this that is going better than what they're doing.
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. When you say fifth, go ahead, Grandma. Ask me something. Fifth.
All right, what's next?
All right, we finished Hell in a Cell.
Grandma and I
What's
died.
The
The next and final show is NXT's Halloween Havoc, which is not a pay-per-view. It will be seen on Wednesday, next Wednesday on USA, 2-hour special.
Judging by Brucey's yawning, he is absolutely thrilled and excited for it.
I'll go back to it again because we might as well. Excitement levels 1 to 10. Brucey, we'll start with you.
3.
Okay.
I feel it's turning into Taboo Tuesday.
I'm excited Halloween Havoc is back. I'm mad that they're using it as a ploy to get eyes off of Dynamite. So I'm not like insanely excited, but I'm probably at like a 4.5. Like I'm definitely more excited for that than Hell in a Cell, but still it's like, okay, so you're gonna take something that hasn't been back in a good 2-3 decades almost, and you're gonna turn it into a ploy to try to get ratings.
Yep.
Thanks.
Because fuck you.
Because fuck you, wrestling fans. That's why. We have a network. We do 5 pay-per-views in 6 weeks, but fuck you. We're gonna put it on Wednesday. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that brought me down. Like if it was like an actual like takeover and they had a huge card and we knew what was coming, I would probably be at like a 6 or 7.
But the card's not bad. I'm like at a 3 about this card, but
that's what I mean. Between the card and then the disappointment that it's on regular TV, it knocks me down to about a 4.
That's still more generous than me. I'm about a 2.5, 3. So, all right, let's run through this card. Wow,
PETA is saying 10 for this one. Okay. Oh, and it's just because of Shotzi. All right, I get it.
Of course.
Well, let me say 2 things because we talked about this in one of the live feeds as well. 1, yes, Shotzi will make it great, and 2, it's actually happening on PETA's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
So I had promised him we would try to do something to cover whatever for his birthday.
All right.
You know,
I'm Clown. Of course.
Peter's been riding with us since day one. We got to do something.
It's our dude, Peter. All right. We'll do it.
We'll do it. Why not?
What are we doing?
We'll do something. We'll do something to cover whatever he'd like. We'll bring him on, or we'll figure it out.
We're gonna party with Peter.
We're gonna party with Peter. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Do it.
Now let's get to Halloween Havoc.
Oh boy.
Bruce, I'm gonna need you to contain your excitement, sir.
Woosah.
I am contained. I'm not a Shotzi fan.
All right. I got the list up, sir. Are you ready? I'm just gonna read it top to bottom as you sent it. Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. Stipulation TBD.
Oh, we know the stipulation now.
Oh, what is it?
The stipulation is the old Halloween Havoc stipulation. Spin the wheel, make the deal. So Gargano will spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's going to be the stipulation. He was actually practicing it with Candice last night because she's in one of these matches too, and she kept getting like nice stuff, and he kept getting like buried alive, casket match, whatever. He's like, great, so I'm dead.
The good matches.
They're turning Johnny Gargano slowly into White Goodman from Dodgeball. Go back and watch that clip of him spinning the wheel. He's in a tracksuit. He's kind of making noise. Just no, I don't like to be out of control. Nobody tells me.
I just want him to say, no one makes me bleed my own
blood. Like next thing you know, he's gonna lose to Damian Priest and be sitting at home just chucking down chicken and weighing 350 pounds, and Candace is walking out the door with all his shit.
Big old bitties.
Well, okay, so that being said, I'm gonna take Damian Priest again. I don't see.
Only way I see Gargano winning this is dirty, so I'm gonna give it to Priest.
Me too.
Okay, next match.
Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae for the women's championship.
Also, a spin the wheel, make the deal kind of match, and Peter pick Priest as well. I might as well put that in there. I'm also gonna go with Io on this one. I don't see gold in the Gargano future. I just don't. They've had so many opportunities. They've fucked it up so many times. It's gonna happen again.
Agreed. Io's taking it.
Yeah. I love Io, so yes. I'm hoping we get to a point where we get Io versus Toni Storm again, like the Mae Young Classic. That would be dope.
Yes, indeed. All right, next match: Rhea Ripley versus the tallest Mexican alive, Raquel Gonzalez.
Oh, Rhea.
I should say tallest Mexican woman, because that bitch is tall. I'm gonna give it to Rhea. Rhea is ripped as fuck, you guys. Have you seen her Insta? Those shoulders, just like, I want to climb you like a monkey. Like, damn.
It's not really a secret, so fuck it. I'll break fourth wall. My wife loves Rhea Ripley. Like, follows her, just shows me all kinds of pictures. Did you see her hair? Did you see that? So I know she's ripped. This is going to be a war. It's going to be a great, like, stiff match, but Rhea's going to win. It's going to be close, but Rhea's going to win.
Oh, yeah. Definitely,
and,
hands down.
Like I said, I'm hoping we get to Tony and Io, and the winner of that gets Rhea.
That would be a great match. Agreed.
Triple H needs to bring my ass in. I'm on the cutting edge of women's wrestling booking right now with NXT. You gotta add me on. This ain't that hard with his roster, though. Let's be real.
So unanimous Ripley.
Yes.
All right, last match: Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis in a Haunted House of Terror match. What the fuck is a Haunted House of Terror?
I'm hoping it's a lot better than whatever the fuck Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt had a few years ago.
What the fuck even was that?
I don't know. I still don't know. I know they had. This is another one of those weird matches they had at Halloween Havoc. I remember there was one with like maybe Kevin Sullivan. It's been so long, but I remember, it was just kind of like a lot of dry ice and gravestones and that sort of thing in an arena. I don't know how they're gonna do it now. It might be cinematic. Fuck, I have no clue.
Here we go.
I guess give me Loomis.
Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? And why is this match happening over something that could be way fucking better? Like, I don't know, Adam Cole in a match.
Well, Cole's not cleared after that beating.
I'd rather see Pat McAfee wrestle again.
Yo, Pan Blanco did do good though.
He really did though. I'll give him that. Yeah, I guess give me Loomis in this because it's a horrors match. He's a horrifying son of a bitch. It fits.
Yeah.
The only way it would be any better is the only way it would be any clearer that Loomis is going to win is if it was a creepy bastard match. So I got to go with Dexter.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, agreed. Dexter.
All right, I think that was the whole card already, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We went through that pretty quickly.
That was damn quick. I'm also
I literally Googled what is a Haunted House of Terror match, and I'm not finding anything. Shelly, where are you? I need you to answer this question for me, my guy.
Okay, so now that we've gotten all that out of the way, and we've talked about we talked WWE, we talked Impact, we talked NXT, we have got to talk about AEW, and we have got to start with the steak dinner that turned into a musical number between Chris Jericho and MJF.
Amazing television.
I want those 20 minutes of my life back.
Stop.
Okay.
Now, I did not enjoy it. I want it back. It was very like, what the fuck am I even watching? Why is Seth MacFarlane directing an entire ass segment?
I said the
and
same
why
thing.
is this being drawn out? Why is this being so drawn out? Like already just fucking say shit. Fuck that whole segment.
I mean, there was a point where if you watch Family Guy, you know Brian the dog had done this for Stewie when he was cutting a video for some girl he fell in love with. At the end of the video, he says, "Okay, cut, print, gay." That's exactly what I thought of Seth MacFarlane, Brian the dog, as that. But but that being said, I did actually kind of like. I'm not saying I loved it, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of funny. I thought the whole steak thing was a little weird. Like, first off, if you don't have rare in the title, you should not order a steak. Flat out. Period.
Why are you that well done? What kind of
he was making fun of Flip.
There is rare, medium rare, and ruined. That's the only type of steaks there are. So if it doesn't have rare in it, it's ruined. Do not do that. Okay? Just don't.
That whole segment, like the moment it started, I was like, just fuck my whole ass life with this. Like,
I knew she was gonna go there, and I can see Brucey like scratching his head, like, "You bitch."
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
really, sure, Jan. Sure, Jan.
She's allowed to have her opinion. Sure. Go fuck yourself.
You're allowed,
She's allowed to have
wrong,
her
now his real feelings are coming
out. Exactly.
Go fuck yourselves. That's more of the opinion.
Eat a bag of dicks.
There's the truth. There we go.
What kind? Is it like a big paper bag of stiff ones or a plastic one of floppy ones?
Are they all in like
what kind of bag of dicks?
Are they all in like individual baguettes, or are they just in one big duffel bag, just rolled together, like just dicks, or are they like prepackaged?
Is it a variety pack of like multiple sizes and colors? Like, what kind of bag of dicks are you setting me to eat right now?
Okay,
I can't.
Hang on.
I can't.
We've tormented him long enough. High class, please share your feelings on this musical number that we saw.
I thought it was the best 20 minutes of television ever created. It was the best thing to ever happen in professional wrestling, and I was so glad that MJF got to be a part of it. Thank you, Chris Jericho. And dude, I just like I love how they're delaying, and they keep putting off the whole MJF Inner Circle. Like every time they start talking about it, they always put it off. Because if you notice at the end, Jericho's like, "Oh, next week, Inner Circle debate in the ring."
Town hall meeting.
Town hall.
Hey, Bruce, I have a question for you, Brucey. Are you able to take MJF's dick out your mouth, or is this something that's going to have to be a medical procedure? Like, do you have to go in for like an inpatient and have it surgically removed out of there?
She said it. We've all thought it. She said it.
I went there.
Oh, I love you, Grandma. Thank you. You have no idea how many weeks.
How
many months?
Is it hitting that dangly thing in the back of your throat?
Show us with the Coke bottle how deep it is.
Well, I see where I rank around here.
No, we love you. You know that.
Balls. That's what we do.
You guys bust my balls all the time. It's payback. Go back to the Moxley bullshit, okay?
Are your balls good and proper busted now?
No, we did put this out to social media and just asked people. We did a poll to see what people thought of this segment, and the results are in. 35% of everyone who voted actually said they loved it. That was the majority. 29%, 29%, like me, said they liked it, which is fine. Another 29% said meh, and only 7% said they didn't like it. Nobody said they hated it because that was an option, and nobody said they hated it.
I hated it.
Maybe it hated you, Wendy.
I did not enjoy
Maybe
it.
that's
fine.
Hated
that's
you.
Fine. I know it hated me because it totally fucked my whole ass life.
From there, we actually had Hobo Clown, our former host, say, "Can we just take a minute and give MJF credit for having a damn good voice?" And I was
That's
like,
right.
wow. And then even Devin
have a
below
theater
it.
background?
No.
Doesn't MJF have a theater, like a singing background or some shit like that?
Well,
Was he like in choir or some shit and on the Ellen show or Oprah or something?
Yeah.
He sure could sing when he
on
was a
Rosie
kid on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
The O'Donnell show, that's what it was. Some fat bitch show. I don't know.
Even Devin, who was in here with us from Clark Street, said, like, I had no idea he was such a beautiful tenor. You know, like I'm sure Brucey would say that MJF had a better voice than Jericho. He'd probably be one of the few. But
undefeated, uncrowned champion.
Who fucked my whole ass life with that shit.
Amen. But it was funny. It kept my interest. I know somebody else had said, like, oh well, if you liked Elias, anybody that liked Elias's concert should like this too. It's the same thing. I don't know if a rock concert on the ramp of Raw is the same thing as a musical number backstage at Dynamite at a supposed restaurant.
I had found something that I posted on the group about that on Twitter. Someone did say something like that, basically comparing the two. But if I recall correctly, it was Shelly who said that's basically apples to oranges. And I agree entirely. Because that is Elias's gimmick. He is a musician, basically.
That was going to be my question.
Travels the roads and shit, you know?
Like because I don't know if you noticed, but Brucey is a huge mark of two guys who wear scarves. MJF and Elias. So which would you have rather? Which do you think is better? Which do you think is better, Brucey? The MJF musical or Elias in concert?
Keep it.
He's like, don't make me choose.
No.
If it were me, I'd say the Elias concert was a little bit better. But that
it's always going to be MJF, but you can never go wrong with Elias.
Oh, good night, Peter.
Wendy, don't roll your eyes at me, god damn it.
No, you can't go wrong with Elias. I definitely enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed that more because I knew the concert was coming. I thought we were going to get a steak dinner at a restaurant and a musical broke out. So this was a little odd to me. But when they said Elias is going to be in concert, my first thought was he's getting interrupted. But then he did get interrupted. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm actually enjoying this one.
Can I just comment on how fancy that restaurant they were in looked?
Oh, it was, dare we say it was high class?
5-star fancy, Michelin stars, I tell you.
Like I said, high class.
That's one of those things that's one of those things where like you think, how do I want to put this? It's one of those scenarios that like they were probably like Jericho was probably like, let's put this in the worst possible place in this building to make it look like we're really like when we move the cameras, it shows that we're not in a real restaurant. Yeah. Because that's the way he thinks.
Right.
I mean, I think that was the funniest part of it. Beyond that, I was just over it.
But
very over it.
Also AEW related because Brian brought it up in the chat and I got to get it out there. Penta versus Phoenix in the first round of the tournament was just unfucking believable.
Mm-hmm.
I was so sucked in by that. I couldn't talk. Every now and then I would just mark the fuck out because I actually got the Pentagon Jr. that I remembered. That whole show was almost like changing channels. It was like Penta and Phoenix hit the ring, and all of a sudden we were watching Lucha Underground. Boom,
I had total OU flashback.
Hit the ring, and all of a sudden we were watching like classic ROH.
Yeah,
it was like, holy shit, man, am I on something? I've been clean 19 years. I know it. Who don't my
having like total flashbacks. Oh my god, it was a good night. It was a good night overall.
It was a great night overall. But honestly, for me at least, we talked about a year of Dynamite and our favorite matches, favorite moments. That Penta versus Phoenix match might have been the best match in Dynamite history. For me, it is. I will go back and watch that again and again and again. It had everything.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Kenny Omega's entrance was longer than his match?
Justin Roberts' introduction of Kenny Omega was longer than Omega's match. Not just like his intro, Justin Roberts' spiel about everything from PWI to blah, 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 so fluid Japanese, that kind of stuff. That was longer than his match with Sonny, which I felt bad about a little bit because it's Sunny, but at the same time, you need that if you're going to be resurrecting this cleaner.
I'm gonna have to disagree with. I'm disagreeing with Kadrian right now. The cleaner's not back. Because if the cleaner were back, he would not have been all sportsmanlike and let me shake your hand and hug you, Sonny. He'd have been like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
I thought so myself because he had done that in the past before this with
we didn't get the cleaner. We got like
or whatever.
We got like a scrubbed version of him. We got like a candy coated version, and it was
if it were anybody other than Sonny Kiss, like if Joey Janela had not been pulled out of that match, Kenny Omega would have beat the living shit out of him after it. But it was Sonny Kiss.
Even if he didn't beat the shit out of him, even if he just gave him like a you're a piece of shit look and walked off, that would have been more cleaner like than let me give you a hug.
Being that it was Sonny Kiss, and you know she's kind of a hot button. She hasn't had a lot of time on AEW. I think he felt the need to kind of like at least show her a little bit of respect on the way out the door, so that people didn't freak out on social media after the match was over.
I think if it was really the cleaner, it should not have had that ending. That sportsman let's hug it out bullshit. Because that's
he could always make up for it.
That's Kawaii Kenny coming back. And it's like, no.
But he could always make up for it by like he could always make up for it by like putting Phoenix out after the match or something like that in the next round.
No, I don't think there's any making up for it. Like you're still trying to be Kawaii and you're trying to be the cleaner at the same time. It's not going to work. You got to pick one or the other, Kenny. But I can't have you playing both roles at once.
That much.
They're building to the cleaner. He's not the full. I agree with you, Wendy. Right now, at this moment in time, he's not the cleaner.
Well, then why did they waste 10 minutes of my life with that shit ass intro too? 10 minutes I'm not getting back.
But they're slowly building to it, and it's going to come to a head in the finals of this tournament against Hangman Page. And after that match is over, we will have the true cleaner that we saw
I sure hope so.
NJPW.
Like we had the women, we had women with brooms and everything. Like this looked like the moment, and then that happened.
We were way too happy with those brooms.
They really were. Those women,
were like, yeah, we're working.
Those women clearly love. Those women clearly love wood. That's all. That's all. But it definitely took away.
Cheerleaders, man.
It definitely took away from the moment, as Wendy said. But I'm kind of leaning towards Bruce, where like, if he gets down the line and does this to Hangman or something like that, then okay, cool, we're there. But that was your moment.
If they're doing the slow burn,
kind of ruined it.
Even if they're still doing the slow burn, they should not have had that little like, you did good. Agreed. They should have, even if he did not attack Sonny, if it was just a little like, you know, like fuck you kind of look, that would have been so much better in my opinion. But that's just me talking. What do I know?
No, I
agree with you. I really do. And so since Wendy's kind of mad and I kind of stole her thunder with Penta and Phoenix, I want to redirect. Wendy, how good was Wardlow versus Jungle Boy?
Oh fuck, dude, that was a great match. I'm sure Kirby's gonna come in, but
that's how you please a lady, ladies and gentlemen.
Your whore mouth. I'm still angry. About 30 minutes.
With a smile on your face, you're welcome.
With a smile. Yeah, Wardlow, that was a great match actually. That was actually really, because I appreciate the Jungle Boy's like fast pacedness versus Wardlow's like hard hitting stuff, you know, like it just worked really well together, I think.
Definitely. It was a great match. There was a lot of debate this morning about like what was better, whether it was Penta and Phoenix or Wardlow and Jungle Boy and
Penta and Phoenix, hands down.
Yeah, definitely for me, but it felt like another one of those situations like Wendy said, apples to oranges, because both were great in their own ways. It was completely different types of greatness. For me, Penta and Phoenix was better. But if somebody wanted to say that Wardlow Jungle Boy was, I can't really argue because it's a whole different beast.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, alrighty. And we finally get to FTR and the Young Bucks at Full Gear. And we get an I Quit match between Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley.
That's gotta be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I believe Grandma Wendy could speak for all of us on this one too. Tell us how tell us how you feel when Eddie Kingston hits a ring or grabs a mic, because I think we're all with you when with whatever you're about to say. I have a feeling
Kingston on that mic is just it's liquid gold. It's just absolute beauty. And when he wrestles, holy fuck! If you've never seen this man wrestle, don't just watch his AEW matches. Go retroactively watch every other match he's ever had outside of AEW. The man is brilliant, and his in-ring psychology, whether he's speaking or beating somebody or just giving a little wink to the camera. Oh my holy fuck!
It's gold.
Brilliant.
It's platinum.
Absolute brilliant.
It's beyond gold. It's platinum.
Yeah. It's absolute brilliance. He's diamond. He's a fucking diamond.
He is. He's amazing. And I'd recommend go back and watching his stuff with Jakara. That was exceptionally good.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love every fucking match he had there. He was crazy. He had a great gimmick. It was some beautiful shit. But yes, again, see, I completely agree with Grandma Wendy. I upped it a little bit, but I agree.
He's definitely absolute brilliant.
Brucey, would you agree with all this?
Yeah.
Well said. Now,
eloquently spoken.
Obviously, Eddie didn't quit in the first match. He passed out, and so now they're doing this. So he's been able to just promo and work his way back in with beatdowns and whatever into a title match. Do you see Eddie Kingston walking away with that title at Full Gear?
No. Nope.
I kind of do.
I see it as one of these instances where like they get to a point where both men are kicking the fuck out of each other and neither of them can move, or they're both incapacitated and just can't finish the match.
Okay. I see it go. I can see it playing out that way. But the thing about an I Quit match is obviously anything goes. And we all know that Jon Moxley is a lone wolf. Like, the Inner Circle doesn't matter. He's just taking them all by himself. Kingston has a fuck ton of backup. So what stops them from getting involved and just helping beat down Jon Moxley until he quits?
The Shield.
Shut the fuck up.
Mark. Nothing is the answer. So if Kingston's family, and I'm trying not to laugh, family decides to get involved and help Eddie get Jon Moxley to quit, nothing's gonna stop them. Put your goddamn hand down. Shut your whore mouth and put your goddamn hand down. I will not bump that.
I love that after he said that, I get in my tweet notifications from the Iron Sheik. We are in a situation where I think I should beat the fuck out of everyone in America.
Well, alrighty.
I got a good start for you, Shiki. No, I'm kidding. Now, even Kadri just chimed in saying Eddie Kingston is the best promo in the game.
Absolutely.
Easily. Yes, he is. Brian also agrees that Eddie Kingston is gold. Yeah, platinum even. I'm telling you. But yeah, I could definitely see like the family getting involved, helping Moxley quit, helping Eddie walk away with this title, especially since he's bringing up the entertainer thing and we've had the WWE guy crap. This is not a WWE guy if he walks away with this belt. So that will shut everybody the fuck up too. So I could see it happening. I'm not saying it has about a 60% chance at best, but I could see it happening.
Are you gonna Steiner math it for us?
Nah, I don't have the brain power. Big Papa Pump is very much smarter than I am, so he works his brain all that.
That's
too.
Giving him a lot of credit.
It is, but the only thing we had in common was the goatee for a while. But that was it. I'm not a Steiner mathematician. I'm just gonna kick it to Grandma Wendy. I was like, okay, so Brucey says he doesn't see it happening. I say it could. What do you think? Could you see Eddie walking away with the title after Full Gear?
I can see it going either way. But honestly, I feel like it's wishful thinking for Eddie to win the title. That being said, honestly, no, I don't see him winning it.
Oh.
I know.
So I'm lone wolfing it again.
Yes. And then it's not even like he cannot. It's just they're not going to put it on him right now. maybe in the future, but right now against Fox, no, they're not going to put the title on him.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I can't blame you for that. I'll just say,
Yeah.
if it happened, it's not going to shock me very much because of the way they've been building this and leading into this and that sort of thing. But if it doesn't,
I mean, yeah, like if he does win it, like I'm going to lose my whole ass mind, and I'm just going to go banana pants,
Well, yeah, obviously, I've been a fan of Eddie Kingston for quite a while. So if he wins the AEW title at Full Gear, I'm going to lose my fucking mind from like Saturday night to Monday morning. Like,
oh yeah, totally.
At minimum, like there's not even going to be any sleep, any breaks, just me marking the fuck out for 36 hours.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to go absolute ape shit for it.
Okay, so I think we covered everything at this point. We previewed everything. We pretty much recapped everything. SmackDown coming tomorrow. Last show before Hell in a Cell.
They still have that show?
Yes, they still have it. It was actually pretty good last week. I didn't watch it live, but I went back and watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good." One knock. They used all the people leaving for Raw. It was like, okay, if you have to use Raw talent to have a good show on SmackDown, that's probably a problem.
Yeah.
So who knows? Let's see if they have one this week to back it up. Now those guys are gone.
We'll see what happens.
All right, I think we're good there. We're gonna start wrapping this shit up. We're gonna let High Class stretch, and see if we can get MJF's dick out of his mouth and give us the social media. I had to. It was too easy.
Just for this week.
How's your Eagles doing?
They're winning.
Are they playing the Giants?
Yeah. The whole division sucks. You can't blame them. At least they're injured. Everybody else just sucks.
Here you go. You can find us on Facebook at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are a publicly traded Facebook group. Come in, ask to join. We'll let you in. Come talk wrestling. Join the threads. Join our prediction forums. Have fun wrestling. Just have fun. That's the biggest.
Enjoy the shit out of it. Like, don't be.
Enjoy the shit and have fun. Post. Be vocal. Give us your opinions. Trust me. Give us questions. We'll answer them. You can also, on the book face, you can find our merch page, which is TRWT merch. Go on there, look for our logos. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got mugs. Lipstick and Ladder is out, ladies.
And by the way, hoodies were only available up to like large. Now they're available up to 2XL.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Notes from the merch maker before the show. I had to make sure I got in, or she'd be mad, and I don't want to make her mad because she makes her. So, every now and then I think, not always, but every now.
But when we do,
it's a good thought.
And you can also find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. Come on there, hit us up. We've been actually pretty active on Twitter as well as Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram. Here we go. At top_rope_wrestling_talk. God damn.
Yeah, that's
way to then go. You can also find TRWT merch on Instagram. Yes. The merch maker has a gram for our merch. So
yes, I totally forgot about that one. Thank you,
Percy. Yep, she sure does.
Yeah, and then you can find us on the Tube of You or YouTube, which if you're watching live right now, you're on YouTube. You already know. If not, you can find us on YouTube at FoxM Productions. Hit the like button, click the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the bell so you get notifications that we are live, or if we just post something.
Share our videos too.
Yes, that. All of that.
Share.
All of it.
Everywhere. Share everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Podcast.
Cool. You can find our podcast on anchor.fm/TRWT. Let me pause my game. Sorry. So you can find us there, anchor.fm/TRWT, and from there, wherever podcasts are distributed. So you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, if you look us up on iHeartRadio, you'll find us there too. Stitcher, and then all the other random tchotchke ones that I never remembered.
Everywhere podcasts are.
Everywhere. Yep.
Everywhere. And if you can't find your platform, let one of us know. And I'll put it on there for you. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Do what we want.
I don't care. I'm a psycho. I'll do that shit.
I care because I'm everyone's loving granny, and I love you all. So I will care, and I will worry, and then I'll tell you to eat a dick.
A bag of them.
A whole heap of them, because I love you.
Because she loves you. Exactly. That's why we bust on Brucey, because we love him. That's why we bust on each other, because we love each other.
That's true. We all have busted balls, but it's all out of love.
Exactly.
Yes, your grandma has balls. Don't question her balls.
Oh, this motherfucker. Fall down. Thank you. Sorry, I watched the Giants quarterback damn near go 70 yards on a scramble for a touchdown, and he tripped his own self up. I'm like, oh, thank God. We got a 12th man on defense, and that man is Jesus, not wrestling related. Sorry.
I let it.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to get that.
On that note, boys and girls.
It was just happening. So on that note, thank you everybody that showed up in our live chat. Thank you to everybody that's followed us and subscribed and keep us going. If it weren't for you, there would literally be no us doing this. There might be us, but there would be no us doing this. So keep showing up. Keep giving us your feedback. Keep giving us your questions.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt Hardy and Guevara have the elite deletion match.
Yes.
And it will take place at the Hardy compound.
Oh, that's a good real quick right there. Thank you,
Brucey. That's gonna be great.
That's a good way to end the show, huh?
Yes, it is. Thank you, everyone. Please stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Don't be a Loki. And of course,
stay fresh, cheese bags.
Seth. Right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.